Welcome to After Dark Stories, where the shadows whisper and the unknown awaits. Tonight we delve into 5 spine-chilling tales that have haunted minds and stirred fears across generations.
Let's get started.
Number 5. The Monkey's Paw. In a quiet English village, the White family finds their lives irrevocably altered when they receive an unexpected visitor. An old army sergeant brings with him a peculiar artifact, a mummified monkey's paw said to possess otherworldly powers. Despite warnings of the paw's sinister nature and the potential havoc it could wreak on their lives, the Whites cannot resist its allure. Mrs. White, driven by her deep love for their son, makes her first wish, hoping to shield him from the perils of war. But her wish is twisted by the paw's dark magic, leading to the untimely demise of their son. Grief-stricken and desperate, Mr. White then wishes for his son to be brought back alive. Yet upon his resurrection, the boy returns in a horrifying state, reeking of decay and driven by a malevolent force. Traumatized by this second outcome, the family is left grappling with the consequences of their actions. Mr. White, consumed by guilt and fear, desperately wishes for everything to return to how it was before they encountered the monkey's paw. The story serves as a haunting reminder about the perilous consequences of tampering with fate and the heavy price one pays for unchecked desires. A nostalgic internet forum thread titled "Remember the Children's Show Candle Cove" sparks a wave of responses from users who share their peculiar memories of watching a strange program in the early 1980s. The show's unsettling imagery, including a skeletal figure emerging from a television set and a creepy clown holding a distorted mirror, leaves an indelible mark on its young viewers. As more people come forward with their recollections, a disturbing pattern emerges. All the users who remember the show vividly describe it in the same way, yet none can find any evidence of its existence. A collective realization dawns on them that the show may have been a shared hallucination, existing only in their minds and blurring the lines between reality and make-believe. The Graveyard Rats, set in 19th century Salem, Massachusetts. The story follows Masson, notorious grave robber who is known for pilfering corpses from freshly dug graves. However, during one of his illicit escapades, Masson stumbles upon something truly disturbing. The dead bodies he has come to steal are nowhere to be found, having vanished without a trace. In their place, he discovers massive rat droppings, and soon realizes that the graveyard has become the hunting ground of giant rats. Driven by greed and morbid curiosity, Masson decides to venture into the labyrinthine tunnels inhabited by these creatures. What he finds inside is beyond his wildest nightmares. A subterranean realm teeming with grotesque rats and serving as a burial ground for countless souls. Faced with unimaginable horrors, Masson is forced to confront his own mortality as he desperately seeks a way out of the tunnels. The Yellow Wallpaper. A nameless narrator, recently married, finds herself confined to a room with yellow wallpaper by her physician husband John, who's treating her for what he calls a temporary nervous depression brought on by the birth of their baby. Despite her protests, John restricts her activities, compelling her to rest and seclude herself in the room for 10 weeks. As days pass, the narrator's sanity deteriorates.
Let me out.
She becomes fixated on the yellow wallpaper, convinced that there's a woman trapped behind it, trying to break free. Her obsession intensifies, and she begins to identify with the captive woman, yearning for release. In a symbolic act of rebellion, she removes the wallpaper, exposing the bare wall behind it. And in a final act of liberation, she allows herself to be consumed by the very wallpaper that had symbolized her confinement. The Dunwich Horror. The story unfolds in the isolated New England town of Dunwich, Massachusetts, where the unassuming Wheatley family harbors a dark secret. Their farmhouse stands as a gateway to unspeakable horrors, concealing the family's blasphemous rituals and their descent into madness. Over the years, the townspeople have witnessed strange occurrences surrounding the Whateleys, such as bizarre lights emanating from their home and unsettling sounds echoing from their property. As the story progresses, the consequences of their actions become increasingly dire. The creature, known as the Dunwich Horror, wreaks havoc on the town, causing widespread destruction and terror. The entity's very presence challenges the rational understanding of the townspeople, driving some to the brink of insanity. In the face of this cosmic horror, the townsfolk are ultimately forced to take drastic measures to protect themselves. They confront the Dunwich Horror in a final showdown, driven by fear and desperation. If you enjoyed this journey into darkness, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, keep your lights on and your eyes open.